Obviously, you weren't able to get in a rhythm in game one. Why do you think you were able to get rolling pretty much right out of the bat tonight?
Just mentality. I think today was one of the hardest game I had to play. I'm battling out there. I try and do my best to help the team win. But just my mentality, st- have a great start, and then team is gonna follow me. So they follow me and Kai, and we got to do that.
So, Luka, you guys had 19 assists in game one. You had 20 in the first half tonight. Just talk about the way the ball was moving.
Yeah, like I said, we were sharing the ball. We saw some more hits coming, and double team. And when we see that, we see that all regular season, so we kind of used to it. So we just hit the big and then play out of it. We got a lot of space, and we have some good players.
Seems like it was a pretty physical game throughout. You took a couple bumps to your legs. Just could you tell me what happened on that play with you and Case and Wallace, where I guess he collided with your leg?
I mean, yeah, he just step on my foot, but nothing serious. I know he didn't do it on purpose, so nothing serious. I just thought it was a foul. I think other people will get foul call on that one. Transition foul, right?
Could have been. Obviously, there was a lot of chirping going on from the crowd too. Just how do you feed off that, and how does it translate to your play?
That's great for me. I love it. I was one guy courtside going at my family. I don't like that, man. You're a grown ass man. Just can't do that, But I didn't do nothing. I just went back, nothing. But just it's crazy. It's a grown ass man come at my family. It's kind of nuts.
What do you think? Your thoughts on the bench play? Obviously, how they helped out and PJ had a huge time.
Great. Both PJ play amazing, man. We went to him at first play. We got to do that more. We got to give him the ball more. Off the bench, Josh, D-Live, Tim, they were all incredible. It was a whole team effort, and everybody stepped on the floor, fought.
Luka, what does it mean just to tie the series up, knowing now that it shifts back to Dallas on your home court for the next two?
Big, man. They have amazing team. Shea's an amazing player. He lead this young team to first seed, which is unbelievable. And it's tough. They have great players. They have great chemistry, great team, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a fight till the end. Just much respect to Oklahoma, but it's big time. We won this game.
Tim talked about it before you came out really hot in that first quarter. What was your mindset to start this game, Luka?
Just get off to a good start. Attacking downhill. I was happy. I hit at least some threes. I was so happy. But I was trying to focus on my balance. My balance on shots wasn't good, so I just trying to focus on that. And when I get in my balance, shot normally goes in.
Did your shot feel any better, like in the last couple of days? Did you know early on it felt good? Was there any different feel?
I mean, like I said, I just try to focus on my balance. Right now it's kind of tough. The step backs, the shots, and get down on my legs. But just trying to focus on my balance and then trying to make the team play.
Luka, Kyrie didn't really have much as a scoring punch tonight, but he's whipping these cross-court passes, all the touch passes to guys, the defensive contributions that he's been putting together. Have you been kind of impressed in the playoffs, maybe, his all-around ability to impact these games?
I'm not impressed. I saw it before. He can do everything on the floor. And we should talk about his defense too. He's been playing amazing defense this whole playoffs. And I know a lot of guys won't talk about it, but he's been amazing on both sides, helping everybody. And just like I always say, it's amazing to have him on our team and to learn from him a lot.
Luka, you said the whole team went out there and fought tonight. I'll keep their quote PC, but both Derrick Jones and Derek Lively came off the court saying, "I'll die for this-ish." What is it like to play with such passionate players, throughout the whole roster?
Great. Both. Not just them, but like I said, the whole team. When you see everybody being together, everybody putting the effort in, sometimes you're not going to win, sometimes you will, but, when you give 100%, it's a mutual respect, and we all we all just go out there and fight.
Thank you.
This year, come after a tough loss and then a win. What do you think it is about this team's makeup that you guys often respond on the road?
I mean, we have real honest talks about, what the game was like, and we don't sugarcoat anything. We just address it right after the game, and then when we go through film. So it's not about any hard feelings. It's about us getting better, and when you can have that honesty in the locker room amongst guys that really want to win and do well for each other, it goes a long way. So I think we were prepared today, a little bit more prepared than we were to go into this tough environment tonight, and I think we showed great class on both ends of the floor, just continuing to play, continuing to work the game, and understand that they were going to continue to make their runs, but we just tried to make it a little tougher on them tonight, physicality-wise.
What did you see from Luka? Finally got it going in the first.
You said finally got it going?
Of late, he's been struggling with the shot a little bit. Finally hit threes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you see from him? What did you think of his performance early on?
I mean, his shots were going in, and he was just getting to his spots, and we were in the right spots for him, spacing-wise, and he converted a lot more than the past few games. So when he's doing that, he eases a lot of pressure on all of us, and we just continue to play hard on the defensive end and get stops and get out in transition. So the more easy baskets we can get for each other, the better off we'll be.
When he hit his first three, you could see the relief on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew he was going to struggle. You knew he was playing through something. When he gets going like that, and you kind of see the relief there, what impact does that have on the rest of you guys?
I mean, for him personally, I think it goes a long way. Just if you guys are talking about the relief he had on his face, I'm pretty sure it was probably something that you really noticed out there. I didn't notice it, but when you bring that up, it just reminds me of just a competitor going out there and having what everyone else externally is saying, a rough patch or struggling, but for him, it's just playing the game the right way, and some of those shots are a centimeter off or an inch off, and we know Luka very well, so we're not worried relatively, but we understand that we have to continue to feed him confidence, but it starts with him, and he knows that in order for us to be successful, he's going to have to play his role in his team and be a star of the team, and that's just something that we want to complement as teammates. And when it's our time to start in our role, he gives us that chance. But when it's his time to start in his role and he's being efficient, we got to keep feeding that energy.
PJ obviously starting his role today. When he's shooting the ball like that,
dangerous. Yeah, we're dangerous, and it's easy to watch good basketball like that as a teammate. We're making the right plays in the middle of the floor. Our bigs are making great decisions. I talked about it last time I was on the podium. With just being more successful in that pocket, playing in that pocket we're going against. They're tall guards, but they're not able to contest at the top of Gaffer's jump or D-Live's jump. So we just got to continue to attack the rim. And Chet's a great shot blocker, but when he's out of the game or when he's away from the basket, we got to keep attacking.
You tied a career high of 11 assists tonight on a night when there are a lot of other contributors. I guess, what was your mindset going into the game, just trying to get your teammates involved?
Just win the basketball game, but also aside from that, just the way we started, everybody getting involved. It's not my time to press, it's my time to do other things in order to make us successful, and that's just part of being a champion. Is just continuing to push forward no matter what shots you're getting. It's just staying focused on the task at hand. Everybody's shooting well around me. Everybody's getting great looks. I'm not necessarily getting the looks I want, but it's no time to sulk or no time to have hard feelings. It's just puts the emphasis more on doing the other little things in order to get us this win. So 11 assists feels good, but I was just doing playing another role that I'm capable of playing, and just being out there on the defensive end and trying to make it hard on me.
Luka said he fed off some of the fans were heckling him, and including going after his family. I think in the last game, the NBA sent someone for saying something to you.
Yeah. The fans threw the ball away from Luka.
Oh.
And then he looked like where I'm from, when somebody does that, that's like almost it's like, and he didn't even look at Luka eye to eye, and Luka was very nonchalant about it. Like, he was very cool about it, and for the fan to do that, then that's my time to step in as a teammate and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Excuse my language, but I asked him, what are you doing? This is not about you right now. You're not even wearing the Thunder blue shirt. You're trying to distinguish yourself out here. You're trying to get on Twitter to stay active. Like, I know, come on, that's our generation that we're in. Everybody's trying to go viral when they're at NBA games instead of focusing on the players and the task at hand. So when you do that to my teammate, of course I'm going to stand up and eat. It was the same guys there, different guys heckling, but little do they know that motivates us. You know, we're in OKC. You know, we understand that we lost last game. They have the advantage, but we know how to quiet a crowd, and that's continuing to be physical, continuing to score baskets. And then at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, we can heckle them back.
Coach Kidd is praising for your defense, especially Coach Kidd is praising for your defense, especially this postseason. Just specifically with guarding Shea, just what are the challenges that come with that, and how much you look forward to those matchups whenever you do find yourself on them?
Man, he has a lot of moves in his tool shed. You know, they likes to go to. But my job is to make sure I study tendencies, like I said on the podium the other day, and just make it tough on him, man. He's going to score baskets. He's going to get to the free throw line. But our job is to make it as tough as possible. So I feel like we did a good job of tonight. A good job of that tonight, and we just got to keep it up.
We know the results of the MVP race were released last night. Luka came in third. I know y'all were wanting him to get that award. What are your impressions on the results?
Well, congratulations to Joker. I mean, you know, he's been having superb seasons. You know, he's been leading his team at an unbelievable rate, and he's been doing the little things in order to separate himself amongst us peers. You know, so he's had a great run. But I think if it's not this year, then Luka's on his way to winning MVP some time in the future, very soon. I mean, if you look at his numbers across the board, and you look how he was carrying our team, that's nothing short of an MVP. You know, he was coming off the World Cup, playing a lot of basketball for the last year and a half. So I just look at all those contributing factors where he showcased that he was MVP of this league. But hey, it's not up to him or us. It's up to the voting system that they have. Hopefully that changes in the future where we can actually have a say-so as players, because I think that matters that our voice is in there too. You know, we have an utmost respect for each other as peers, but it would be good to have our vote in there as well. We're basketball savants. We've been playing it since we were younger. It's no disrespect to the media or anybody else that has voting, but we need to be included in that. And, you know, I know coaches are included to a certain degree, right? Or is it just straight media?
It's just media.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that tells you what it is right there. It's a media award. But I don't think that's the priority for us right now. I think you can ask him how he feels about it. But for me, I want to see him win it eventually. And if I could be his teammate and be a part of that stretch where, you know, I help him out, then that would make me happy too.
Have you seen the players all-star voting?
Yeah. No, but I mean, if you look at every voting system that we have, only 100 players vote. It's never 450. It's only like 120 players. It's never 450 players. You can fact check me on that, but not a lot of players take that voting system serious because, you know, everybody has their own agenda. You know, just like the media has their own agenda. So us as players, if our vote isn't going to be counted, I mean, why should we take the voting serious? You know, you guys want to hear from us, but then we don't have a say so in it. But you know, we as players, again, as peers, we have the utmost respect. We're going to vote for who we feel like has earned it and deserved it. Not saying Joker has not, but we should be included.
Kyrie, you've talked a lot about empowering teammates and you know, making sure that they understand that, you know, you and Luka are behind them. After game one, you knew that the role players were going to get threes. But they were sagging so far off of them into the corners, into the paint, away from the corners. What did that look like, that process between game 1 and 2 of just making sure that they were ready and confident and empowered to take those shots as soon as the ball got to them?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, in this case, we can use this word. They were very selfish about their approach, you know, as individuals coming into this game. We worked on our games yesterday. You guys came in a little bit later. But we were getting shots up, you know, for a little while. And just getting used to the court, just where your shots are going to come from, and being realistic with what you're working on. So that helped out a lot. And then feeding each other confidence goes a long way. But I knew our guys were going to get going, you know, and that's just where my belief is always.
You mentioned you settled into the game better today than in game 1. Did the Clippers series, where you guys lost the first game and then won game 2, help you guys as a group kind of make that adjustment in the series?
Yeah. When you fail, you know, again, it motivates you. So I think in this case, we had a chance to have 24 hours to think about what we did wrong, but we also had 24 hours to think about what we can consistently build upon. And I felt like we showed that tonight. So we played to our strengths, but we also did the little things and got a lot of 50-50 basketballs that we talked about we didn't get last game. So those little details matter. And against a young team like this, they're not going to stop coming at you. So we just got to be ready for whatever they throw at us.
Thank you.
Of course.
Did you have a
you were warming up that you were going to be that hot?
I felt good last night, this morning. Going into the game, I had confidence in my shot. I knew I was going to get open corner shots, so just had to come in here and knock them down.
How would you describe kind of the team's mentality going into the game? Do you feel your back's against the wall? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was a must-win game for us in those games. I feel like we play our best. We got out in transition. We didn't foul. We rebounded well, and we played great team ball.
Even beyond the three-point shooting, how important was it? I mean, you guys opened the game with the post up. You found other ways to score. How much did that impact the game tonight?
I think it was good. Just being able to find our guys in different positions and being able to pass the ball and just make plays off of it. I feel like everybody made plays and everybody was there for each other.
Luka's obviously been struggling by his standards coming into tonight. When he gets rolling like that early in the first quarter, what's that do for you guys?
It's a lot. I mean, he's a one of a kind. He's a great player, and when he's rolling, we play our best basketball. So we're just glad he's here every night and pushing it. Obviously, he's not feeling his best, but he's doing okay.
PJ, staying on the Luka thread, this crowd got on him late pretty loudly, but I think you and I both know that he lives for that. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, he loves it. I mean, he's used to it, and pretty much everybody does it. So it's every game for him, and he's just being himself out there, and he's only going to get better.
You made 7 threes before, twice in your career before, but what's the biggest difference doing it on this stage in the playoffs?
It means a lot. It means everything. Just to be able to come in here and get a win, obviously playing here is tough. They're one of the best teams in the league, so just to come out here and get a win and obviously play good feels amazing.
PJ, with both Luka and Kai, when they're looking to put the defense, they could leave the ground. All of a sudden, they're firing on a rope cross corner to you, one of the shooters. Like, are you reading anything about them when they leave the floor in particular to kind of get a sense when that ball is coming?
I always know that anytime the ball can be coming my way, so they help a lot strong side corners. So for me, just being feet set, ready to shoot, and obviously they were flowing tonight. It was great. I mean, we needed him. We needed every bit of it. He played his heart out tonight on both ends of the floor, and I'm glad to finally get a playoff win for him this year.
PJ, your two teammates, Derek Jones and Derek Lively, came off the court being very vocal. I'll keep it PC. They said, "I'll die for this ish." What is it like, one, playing with a passionate group of guys, including yourself, and then two, how do you refresh the game of basketball and keep that passion alive?
We've all been doing this our whole lives. So for us, it's just a game at the end of the day. It's all fun and games, and we'll do anything to be out here playing. I mean, this means the most, obviously, being in the playoffs at the end of the season, fighting for something. So we feel like we have a good chance, and everybody's here with each other each and every game.
PJ, you talked a lot about when you got traded here, just how much you thrive upon the opportunity to play with Luka and Kyrie. Just what does it mean for you to be able to showcase your talent and skill set on this stage in the playoffs?
It means everything. Obviously, I have a lot of great players on this team, and they're just putting me in positions to do good. Everybody's been welcoming since day one. It feels like a family atmosphere for me. I love being here, and I'm just happy and excited we got to win tonight.
PJ, in game one, Coach Kidd and all the teammates kind of said you guys relaxed in the third quarter. Tonight, OKC comes back, takes the lead, but you guys respond. What it allowed you guys this time around to have that response?
We know it's a game of runs, but at the end of the day, we have to just keep fighting and keep playing our brand of basketball. I felt like we didn't let it get to us, and we just kept playing. We got some easy baskets and obviously got some stops, so that got us back alive.
Let's go, because I got to go.
Basically, you guys had 19 assists in game one. You had 20 in the first half tonight. How was the ball moving the way it was doing? Can you describe all that?
Yeah, I thought the guys did a great job of executing the game plan. I thought the ball was moving. I thought PJ set the tone. We played through him a little bit in the post, and then I think that, sparked him. He was big for us tonight. But I thought we didn't go to Luka or Kai early. We just played, let the ball find them. But we were going to other guys, and I thought the ball was moving. Guys were moving. We were unselfish, and guys were making shots.
You mentioned Luka. He said he was just trying to be aggressive there in the first quarter. Just what did you see from him tonight, playing through pain, obviously, compared to the other night?
Yeah, I thought, again, he was Luka in the sense of he was aggressive. He was taking the shots that presented. He was attacking early. He wasn't settling, and so whenever he puts his head down and he's trying to get to the basket or his mid-range, and when you can see he starts to make those and then he starts to make the three, then he kind of will dictate what shot he wants to get going. And so I thought he was aggressive. He helped set the tone, but I thought our defense was really good tonight.
P.J. Washington had those 5 threes in the first half. He ends up with 29 points, 7 3-pointers. Can you talk about that kind of lift that he provided and what it meant for the club?
Yeah, I thought P.J. was aggressive. I thought the group, watching the tape and understanding where we kind of what we didn't do in game 1, I thought the guys responded in a positive way. I thought P.J. was aggressive, being able not to wait for Kai and Luka, but to bring the ball up and be aggressive and playmake. I thought his playmaking was really, really good tonight. He got a lot of guys open shots, and we're going to need that as the series goes forward.
You mentioned responding. It's not the first time this year you guys have responded to a tough loss and doing it on the road. What is it about the team's makeup that you guys have done this so often this year?
That's a good question. You guys have written a lot of good stuff, so we'll just stick with whatever you guys write.
You just talked about the role players, Jason. I believe you opened up the game with a PJ Washington post up. Was that just representational, or just the emphasis to make sure that the role players got going?
Yeah, we wanted to be. We wanted to just look at something different. We always look at Kai and Luka, and those guys are going to get their touches and shots. So we looked at something different, and it worked. And so we'll be able to, maybe build on that as we go forward with other role players as we play the series. But I thought PJ, again, on both sides, not just the offensive side, not just the 5 threes that you brought up, but defensively, he is competing at a high level. He is guarding one, if not the best player in the world, and he's doing it at a high level. So we're going to need him to continue to do that. But this is a great team win, and as you guys brought up, we've done it on the road twice. It's just character. This is a good group. This group trusts and is very, connected. Outside noise doesn't distract or bother us. So we're here to play the game of basketball and try to win and try to put our best foot forward.
And then the tempo early on, was that closer, to what you want to see from this team?
Yeah, we tried to get over the speed limit tonight. We've been under the speed limit. We were more in the school zone speed limit, and so I thought we were running, and we got to continue to keep running if we want to have a chance to win this series.
Jason, Kyrie didn't score a lot of points tonight, but talk about the defense he exhibited.
Yeah, Kai has been great this whole playoff run. His defense, I know he's probably not labeled a defender, but here of late he's playing defense at a high level. He's taking the challenge. And I thought tonight he did set the table offensively for a lot of guys, but I thought his defense was really, really good, and we're going to need that as we go forward.
I know you already talked about the play off the bench, but can you emphasize like Timmy and other guys on the bench and how they play tonight?
Yeah, Timmy and Josh, D-Live, everyone was, this is a great team win. It's not just one person who helped, when everybody participated, helped us. But I thought Timmy being able to make shots for us and then being able to get rebounds, and then Josh coming up with the 50-50 balls, and his energy I thought was great, and I thought D-Live's energy was positive. And so a lot of positive things that we can build on and we're going to need, for Saturday afternoon.
In tonight's third quarter, compared to last game's third quarter, you guys go down, you respond this time around. What did you like about your team and how they responded this time around in the third quarter?
Yeah, I thought in game 1 we responded. It was a 1-point game. It's just unfortunate, on the road, you're down 10 in the fourth quarter, you got a chance. And unfortunately, we didn't respond and give them credit in game 1. And we learned from that. And we use that for game 2. The group is always going to respond. We're going to fight. We've been down 31 and taking the lead in the playoffs. So this group is never going to, quit. They're going to play to the end, win or lose. And that's, I'm very lucky to have a group like that in that locker room.
Coach, kind of just adding on that, do you learn more about your team in a game like this? Because like you mentioned, it was a gutsy performance. It was great. It wasn't always perfect, but you were able to make those adjustments that you talked about after that Game 1 loss?
Yeah, I know them. So if I don't know them by now, then I'm in trouble. So that's what, being able to know those guys, understand who they are and what they stand for as a team. And I'm very, again, lucky to be able to coach them. It's fun to coach because they're going to respond, and they're going to keep fighting until the series is over. No matter if we win or lose, they're going to fight to the end, and that's what makes this group special.
Can you talk about prior to the injury, what you saw out of him and moving forward? Did you get any word on how he's going to be able to be on the offensive end?
Yeah, I didn't know he was hurt, but I thought he was great. He was aggressive, and we need him and D Live to continue to finish at the rim, change shots, rebound the ball. I thought Gav did a really good job. I thought he stepped up and made some big free throws too for us. But again, our centers are going to get a lot of touches with the double teams. We expect Kai and Luka to get doubled. So those our playmakers are Gaff and D Live, and I thought they did a really good job tonight.
And specifically with the creativity, with them being aggressive, trying to free up Luka, with him just creating a different type of screen and a different type of way to free up the guys.
Yeah, Luka can play in different ways. He is not just ball dominant. He can play off the ball. And I think we saw that tonight. He can let other guys bring the ball up. He can let other guys dribble the ball. But he is so talented when he does have the ball. That's why he was in the MVP talk. But tonight he was good off the ball. He let the ball find him, and he executed what he had to do when he did get the ball. But Luka can play any style of basketball that he's asked to play, and so you saw that tonight. Thanks.